Hey guys, Lissandro here, and today I want to make a more like a personal blog. Now, I want to ask y'all guys a question. Um, when y'all go about your daily lives, a lot of y'all have connections with the people you know and all. You have connections with family, friends. In some cases, some people may not be that close to family members or friends, or maybe used to kind of living out life with minimal connections between acquaintances, friends, family, or some are kind of used to being around people. Now, whatever the case is, then we kind of usually get used to um, these ways of kind of living life, you know. But overall, one thing that pe- I guess people don't realize or tend to forget is that, like a friend of mine told me once, people are social creatures. People need from one another. And here's an example. Um, I was watching YouTube videos a while back. I think it was the top 10 or top 15. It's some YouTuber that likes to post like top 10 or 15 different. It goes on a different topic. I think it's top 10. I'm not really sure, but I was watching one of the videos and in regard to I think it was prison punishments and all, top 10 prison or worst prison, something like that. And one thing that got my attention was one that it regarded to what you call it. It regarded to to isolation. You know, how in prisons you have confined isolation. Well, according to what this video said, is that in Russia, people are punished and confined to a prolonged period of time, to the point where violence within prisons is minimal because of, I guess, because of the after effect of being isolated for such a long time. Um, well, thinking of that is that regardless if you're used to being alone or all, in reality you're not alone in essence, because even though you even though you may be around people um who don't really bother you or talk to you or even communicate with you, just the presence of people is enough to kind of make connections, not that closely, the as if you were actually acquainted, but you get kind of that feel that you're with people even though you're not really communicating with them. And what I meant by you need people is, that's one example. Another one, if you want to go into economics, one of the things I learned in one of my microeconomics classes, that we need people. We need people. We are an interdependent society. Unless you decide to go out into the wilderness and live your life like in the old ages where people provided for themselves, you're always gonna depend from other people, regardless if you know them or not. And and even then, even if you decide to go live your life like that, you're still dependent on something. Maybe not people, but you're dependent from nature, the resources you have. You're dependent from something else. People in essence aren't really dependent at all. They depend on something. and that's where the topic comes in, that we are dependent from people. Now, of course, this is just this was just an example in on the economic status, but mainly the what I want to focus on is the interaction between people. Now, for a lot of y'all, I want and this is especially to those people that are kind of used to having acquaintances, family, uh, or any sort of friend and all. If you can, I want y'all to do an experiment. I guess you can call it a social experiment and all. And and try this. Try to kind of spend the day kind of isolated. And I'm talking about no connection with anything. I'm not talking about spend the day by yourself in public, or spend the day by yourself um, just with little communication. No, I'm talking about completely cut off yourself uh, from people, from society, I guess, and try to see how everything goes. Now, um, that might not be that big of a deal with people that are used to like doing things like hiking, camping by themselves, or anything like that, or spending some time disconnecting from the city or their basic routines or anything. But the thing is, um, that's because that's mainly because you're used to having people around you. Now, this I'm talking about. I'm talking about these people that are kind of used to these connections with others. Now, of course, let me bring this into perspective. If if you are a person that you, I guess you get kind of frustrated about um a, about daily routines, too many people around you, things like that. Of course, you're gonna welcome solitude. You're gonna welcome it. You're not gonna reject it. You're gonna welcome it. But if you're a person that, I guess, you're comfortable with people around you, and you cut yourself off for some time, maybe a week you'll go by fine. But you try 2 weeks, that's another deal. 2 weeks, you start thinking, and basically your thought process starts going through, like, for example, different thoughts, different memories, things like that. And eventually you start remembering details, different details of things you previously did, previous experiences that you have gone through your life. And it's basically like, it's like playing back what's basically stored in your mind. And this usually tends to happen when there's nothing occupying our mind. And now this effect tends to minimize or wear off if you're preoccupied with something. If you find something to do and all, you kind of get used to the fact that um like you're alone. No, there's no interaction with everything and anything. But eventually you get to a point where um you need some type of interaction with anything. And this is essentially why there's a lot of people that end up going kind of, I guess, batch crazy over time, for being, I guess, isolated for so long. And there are some movies that did did some reference toward this. I guess one of them is, I guess I don't remember what the movie's called, but I think it's The Wrong Turn, something like that. I'm not really sure of the movie, but basically these are people that live out in the mountains and all. I know some people call them hillbillies and all. Um, these are people that are used to living out in the mountains, and what has happened is that these guys are deformed, and they're essentially kind of psychopaths and all. I guess they're what you call it. I think they're deranged in that sense. Well, what this movie's about, these group of people, I guess, kind of get lost or something like that. I don't remember the details too much, but these I guess you can call them hillbillies and all. Um, Kind of start hunting them down and stuff. I think they're trying to what you call it, they kill them to eat them alive or something like that. I'm not really sure, but I guess that's what it is. I'm not really sure, but basically it kind of slightly reference um, the after effects when you have kind of lived isolated for so long, you know. But like I said, try to do an experiment like that. Don't and try to see try to analyze your how your thought process how it affects your thought process. Also, environmental factors are another deal. Um, try The reason I'm suggesting this is for you can kind of contrast between your current mode of lifestyle and what it would be like if you were completely isolated and all. Now this is all on you and all. I don't wanna I don't wanna give any bad advice or anything like that. This is all on you if you want to or not. But anyway, that's pretty much all for now. I guess this was a random topic. I guess this was more like a kind of educational video and all. But anyway, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye.